What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Slang. Today we have the final version of the AirPod 2 clones. Now these are very similar, almost identical to the ones that I tested the other day and I dropped a video about. The only difference is that these also have real Hey Siri. So if we go into the settings, we shut off Siri, this will still work if you say Hey Siri. So really cool. These are about as close as a one-to-one you're going to get. But we'll check it out. We'll do all of the testing. You guys can decide for yourself. We'll do a mic test, all the good stuff. Let's jump in, we'll check them out. The latest and final version of the Air 2s, the AirPod clones. Now, we do get inside of here. I'm hoping one day we'll get some Apple stickers. That would be a nice little treat. Here is the final version here. Also in the box, just our lightning connection for charging. We'll push this stuff aside. Let's take off this wrapping and we're just gonna jump right into it. Not going to waste too much time talking about it. We've seen enough of these to know what to expect. And I'm hoping that these are as close as a one-to-one we're ever going to get. So the Air 2 is the final version. These are going to have GPS, renaming, remapping, real Hey Siri, and the better chip for the better sound. But we'll test it just to make sure. Our LED light on the front. We have our reverse magnet on the hinge on the back. So really cool. Port to charge on the bottom. Now no text again on the back. So we're still missing that text. It would be cool to have it on the final version, but it is what it is. And we have the hinge on the back and the button. Usual one-to-one in size and in weight on these guys. And let's just connect them. We'll start the testing. We'll jump right into it. I'm excited to do all these tests on here because these are going to be very close to a near perfect version of the clones of the AirPod 2s. So let's connect these, we'll check them out, see how they work. We'll do all of the testing. Now your AirPods, it comes up. We hold the button on the back. Connecting, we're all connected. Real battery percentages on here for the case as well as the pods. And again, these do support wireless charging. So we're all connected. And I'm using the iPhone 8 Plus today running iOS 13.2. I switch phones all the time. And sometimes I just miss the home button. So iPhone 8 Plus running iOS 13.2. Now if we go in and we go to settings and we go to Bluetooth, if we click on the little info button, you can see here, you can go in and you can rename things to whatever you want. We'll just write slang in here just so you guys can see. But you can change it to whatever you want and you can go in and you can change your double tap for your AirPods. Right now I have the left side on play and pause. And the right side should be next track. And we'll double check to make sure that those actually work. You can turn on and off in-ear detection. And you can go in and you can change your microphone to work on either AirPod individually. Or you can leave it on to where it's automatically switching between whichever one is best at that time. So really cool. Now, these were on the previous pair that I did a video on. But what wasn't on that pair, if we go into settings, and we go into Siri and we turn Siri off, right? So now Siri is off. If I go and say, Hey Siri, well then it still works and it's really cool. It is exactly how it works on the real AirPods. So renaming, remapping, real Hey Siri functionality, and this also supports the GPS tracking if you lose your pods. So you can see here, it has my pods up, it has my phones up, and it tells you where they are, and you can make it play a sound if you lose them, so you can find them. So renaming, remapping, GPS tracking, and the real voice assistant for Hey Siri, just like the real AirPod 2s. Now we're gonna play some music. We're gonna make sure these sound just like the other ones. Music is playing. Sound quality on these things is really good. It's no different than the last pair that we've tested. And pretty much all of the white versions of the AirPod 2 clones have a very similar sound. They're all loud, they're all louder than the matte black pair, but they all sound really good and really close to the real AirPods. The real AirPods are still a little better, still more bass, but overall sound quality, the volume, the loudness of it is really similar. And you're not gonna have a problem listening to content. It sounds pretty good. So we'll keep going. We'll just start the testing And we'll start with in-ear detection. We'll go in and we'll play some more music. Music is playing. We'll try in-ear detection. We'll take the right out first. It should pause. Pauses right away. Plays. Take the left out. Pauses right away. And plays. So in-ear detection works very well. Now you can use one at a time. So if I open up the lid, we hit play again. Music is playing. Put the right one away, close the lid. The left is still playing. Take it out. And you can see the pop-up window did show up with the one pod. So the real battery percentages of just the one pod appeared in the animation. So now the left is in the case, the right is still playing. So one at a time works very well. In-ear detection works very well. Sound quality is just like all of the rest. You can remap, you can rename GPS tracking and the real Hey Siri functionality. So already these things are a really good pickup, and they're going to be as close to the real things as you possibly can get at this point. I don't think we're going to get any more clones. I just don't. The only other things they could add are the text on the back. And other than that, that's really it. I mean, maybe a little better based, but I don't think we're going to see many more of these clones. Next test, we'll do a mic test and we'll compare it to the real AirPods just like we always do. Hopefully the mic sounds pretty good. What up guys, mic test, the final version of the Air 2's real Hey Siri, renaming, remapping, GPS tracking, upgraded chip for sound, wireless charging. These things are a one-to-one of the real AirPods, but at 40 bucks. So let me know how the mic sounds. Now we'll test the mic on the real AirPods. What up guys, another mic test. This might be the final one for the AirPod 2 clones, but this is the mic test. This is the real AirPod 2s. So let us know what mic sounds best. So we looked at renaming, remapping GPS, the real Hey Siri. In-ear detection works very well. You can use one at a time, and we did a mic test. So next test, we are going to try the latency, see if there's any delay between audio and video. So when it first started playing, there was a slight delay, but I did fast forward and it did clear that delay up. Try another video. No delay on the second video, so really good stuff. This is a solid pair, the best pair of clones that I have tested so far. Now, if these touch controls work like they should, these are the best and a one-to-one of the real AirPod 2 clones at a fraction of the price. Next test, we'll try the touch controls. Let's go back into settings. We're gonna set it up. Right now, left and right are on play and pause. Let's just try that. We'll leave it at that. We'll play some more music and we'll see if both buds can play and pause with 2 taps. Music is playing, 2 taps. Pauses, 2 taps again. Plays. We'll do left side, 2 taps. Pauses, 2 taps again. And then plays. So you can set it to whatever you want. Now I'm going to try without going into the settings and see if 3 taps does anything. We'll play some more music. 3 taps on the right side. So it is going backwards in tracks, which is cool. Now we'll try the left side, 3 taps, see if it goes forward to the next track. It does go forward, we'll hit it again, 3 taps. Goes to the next track, one more time. Next track, you do have to hit it really fast or it's going to register as 2 taps. So touch controls work very well. You can go in and rename it, and 3 taps on each bud works right out of the box. You don't have to use that in the remapping process. So really cool. You can take full advantage of everything that these have to offer for a fraction of the price of the real ones. So let's talk about the pros. In-ear detection works very well. Touch controls we just went over. Real Hey Siri. GPS location tracking. Renaming, remapping, wireless charging. Battery life on here is about 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on the volume you're listening to content to. No delay. Well, there was a slight delay listening to the first YouTube video, and you can speed up and it will fix the delay. Real battery percentages on each individual pod as well as the charging case. So overall, these things are a great bargain, a great price at 40 bucks. So if you're looking to get these for a gift, I mean, it's a good pickup. These are one-to-one of the real AirPod 2s. I mean, the only thing missing really is the text on the back. But other than that, there's no difference at all. Sound quality, I think, is still slightly better on the real AirPods, but these are close. These don't have as much bass as the real AirPods do, but you're not gonna find much bass on those anyway. So the last test I wanna do, I just wanna connect it to my 10 Plus because we've been able to now rename on Android as well. So let's just connect it to the Note 10. We'll check that out. And that's it. We'll wrap the video up, guys. So on any Android device, you go into your settings, you go to Bluetooth, you open up the lid, click on Bluetooth, turn it on. That might help. And we hit the button on the back. Slang pods come up. Pairing. Connecting, we are connected. Now, if we hit the settings button again, you can go in and you can rename them on an Android device. So really cool stuff. So the Air 2 is a perfect version. The only thing missing again is the print on the back, but we're there. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get another copy of these, and at 40 bucks, it's a good pickup. It's a good price for these. A 1-to-1 of the AirPod 2s. The only difference is the text on the back and sound quality. Sound quality on the real ones is still a little better, still more bass, but overall these things sound great. They're loud, very clear. Guys, let me know how the mic sounds. And we're here. The clones have gotten to a point where we're just about a 1-to-1 of the real thing at a fraction of the price. So we are all winners. All of us as tech fans are winners here. And it means good things moving forward, especially for the AirPod Pro clones. I got a video dropping in a couple of days with the newest version of the AirPod Pro clones. The Real Force Touch for touch controls, renaming, remapping, all of the good stuff and great sound quality, just like the real AirPod Pros. And they're only 50 bucks. So stay tuned for that video, guys. I'm dropping it in a few days. But here, final version, the Air 2s, all of the good functions of the real AirPod Pro or the real AirPod 2s for 40 bucks. So you can't beat it. It's a good pickup. I'll drop the link below. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell if you haven't rung that bell for the latest updates. We'll be back with more videos in a couple of days. I'll drop that AirPod Pro video in a few days, but that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Peace.